Matthew and Brandon at Maddie's. So, right here we have, now this is a good one because this reminds me of a story which I'll get to at the end. But it basically depicts how you grow as a mechanic and you grow as a person in this field. But we have a 1990 Chev here. This is the, what is this, Brandon? Yes, it is. It's a 5.7 350. Customer complaint was stalling going down the road, running rough, kind of not vibrating but shaking. And this goes exactly back to when I started school. But so I immediately kind of knew where we were going with this one. Brandon, why don't you explain what do we got here?
This is our cap, right?
This is the distributor cap. This is old. Well, when I say old school, past points and dwell, but before electronic ignition and all that stuff. I'm sorry, not electronic ignition, but fuel injection and all that stuff. So I had Brandon. What did I have you do, Brandon?
You had me pull that off and then test continuity through the pins.
But what did I have you do first? We ended up going the plug wires. Everything is in a certain
firing order.
Yep. Firing order, which when you say that nowadays, you don't really have to know much about that. It's all computerized, everything's all controlled. But I had them mark plugs. The plug wires where they were on the cap. Brandon found out where the firing order stamped on the intake on a 5.7. And then what do we have here, Brandon?
That is the
that's a unicorn tool, but there's a specific name for it.
The circuit tester?
Multimeter. So then I had Brandon take the multimeter. And again, good learning experience. Because I learned this on my own from my own vehicle when I was just going to school. But basically we had continuity. We have continuity. I had Brandon check between 1 and I think what was after 8? 184.
184.
Yep. 1, 4, and I think a couple of the other cylinders, we have continuity in the cap. Now the customer had attempted to clean the cap. You can't really see in here, but the center electrode's pretty well burnt up. Probably going to end up recommending a full tune-up, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, and this should be good to go. Point is, even with unicorn tools, really handy testing some of this older stuff. But I used to own a 1990 Chevrolet. It was black two-tone, black and red back in the day when I started at Fox Valley Tech. And I still remember this to this day. Because my instructor Bob out there, he was one individual, and I think Brandon will probably tell you, he was one individual not to give me the answers. And we all start somewhere. And again, I started when I was 30. I had somewhat knowledge working on things on my own, but I really didn't have a ton. And I kept describing similar symptoms to what was going on to this from my drive from Deep Pier on down to Appleton to go to school from Broadway every day. And it would shake and shudder at times. It was really inconsistent, and I really had no fucking clue what the hell was going on or what the hell I was doing. But the point is, I kept asking the instructor, and he kept pointing back to school and the things that we were checking and all that. And he said, well, did you check U-joints? Did you check this? And I'm thinking it's a tranny issue and all this stuff. But again, we all start somewhere. I just didn't get out of bed this morning and have 17 years of experience as a technician. No, that took time. And again, this goes to who you're taking your vehicle to and what shop you're taking. And Brandon is getting a chance to get mentored here. And I take my time. And again, back to this story, he wasn't giving me any answers. I had to figure it out. And I think my mentor, Joe, might have kind of pointed me in the direction. I was thinking nothing with regards to a misfire. Because even the cars that we had when I was coming out at 30, they were all early 2000s, put the scan tool on it. Even though this one is ODB2, very limited with regards to what it's going to tell you. Or, I'm sorry, this is not ODB2, 1990. ODB1, it's going to be extremely limited with the information it has. Codes get cleared as soon as the ignition cycle goes away. You have to flash codes. This was early for me. And again, turned out to be a freaking tune-up. with a distributor cap because I had continuity in the coils. I had that truck for the longest time. First engine that I pulled, first engine that I went through. I brought it to one of the machine shops, Barrel in Green Bay, had it bored over to a 355, tore that thing down, did pistons, rings, a mild cam in it. Ended up selling that truck later in my career, making a little bit of money. The body was crap, but it was special to me because it was something I started off and worked on. But just again, reminds me of a story in diagnostics, and we all got to start somewhere. And I'm hoping Brandon here is going to be taking a lot of these lessons and stuff that I'm showing him daily, especially on the newer stuff. He's probably not going to be seeing too many 1990 Chevrolets out there, but they are up here. There's a lot of these on the road, and this one will be back on the road. So, yep, make it what, Brandon?
A great Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Have a good day.